Hello Libra, this is EJ with EJ Star Tarot. I am back to provide you with another reading. So I've got your cards laid out. Let's go ahead and dive right in it. So we have disruption, we have moving on, mental conflict, and love begins. Now let's start out with disruption. Disruption is like the tower. That's when things come, things change, maybe expected, maybe unexpected. But by the looks of the card, right, just looking at the card and picking up the energy of the card, it looks like he's because of the challenges or changes that are around him, his hands are folded, he looks confused, he looks like he's stuck. Could be out of fear, could be out of just anything, right? But let's just really dive into this card and really talk about what that means for you, because it talks about sudden, unusual, unforeseen disruption or major change that might be happening, or that might take place around you. Even if it appears to be a negative experience or a positive, it's going to bring some kind of enlightenment to you, right? You may have to shift your lifestyle a bit, but this is sometimes saying that you might be operating on a weak foundation, right? If you look at the blocks here, it looks like he's not put together, right? It's kind of scattered. So it's kind of talking about you having a weak foundation, whether it is a relationship, a job, finances, however that relates to you. It's talking about you need to focus on this, not the change itself, right? But whatever part of your life that this is happening to, you need to focus on that and allow an opportunity to rebuild with a solid positive structure that will allow your situation and allow you to be stronger. So even though, that's why that moving on card was right next to it, even though again, it might be negative, it might be a positive thing, but whatever it is, it's going to allow you and push you to something more positive, something more structured, okay? And it's going to make you stronger through that process. There are times when there's difficult situations that arise in our life, and we have to figure out how to work through it, right? How to get through it. And there are some beneficial causes from that, right? They're great because of that. We get experience that allows us to learn and teach. And I say teach because you give advice, right? People will come to you because you've gone through it, and because it makes you wiser. All right, so this is about a card of not taking risk, right? It's even though it's also a reminder not to be thinking negative or having limited beliefs, ignoring problems and situations, being risky or careless, right? You must address things in positive, in positive things, right? Address it so that it's a positive change that can take place. Because I feel like there's something here, if you look at the card, that is prohibiting you from moving forward. It's not allowing you to move forward because maybe you're telling yourself, I don't have enough money, I'm not young enough, I'm too old, I don't have the qualifications, I don't have the financial means, I don't have the abilities, whatever it might be, right? Limiting beliefs, limited negative thinking, right? Instead of making it a pragmatic thing, let's make it a positive thing and seeing a light through this, right? And move on from it, grow from it, transform from it, and watch how things allow you to have greater opportunities. And at the end, even though you go through this, you may be feeling like, oh my gosh, no, I don't want to go through this. This is too much. This is too hard. This is too, I just can't do this. But at the end, it's very rewarding, and it allows you to see better opportunities that you're thankful for, okay? And that's kind of what I'm picking up here with this card. Even though you might not be feeling like, you're experiencing something, this can be even in an emotional stage, right? Maybe it's not a physical thing. It could be an emotional thing. It could be a relationship. But then we have moving on, and it's talking about this needed change needs to shake your foundation and rattle it a little bit to move you forward to something that is a much needed journey, that you need to leave something behind, right? This gets you to the light. This gets you to see the end of the tunnel. And then there's like, this card signifies the time that, even though it's been difficult, or it might feel difficult, it's time to go through this light. It's time to get to the end of this tunnel, right? It's time to move on. This also could be that you could be traveling, okay? This could be traveling as well. You could be moving abroad, but this talks about moving towards something better. And there are lessons that you have learned from past experiences that are allowing you to approach this, right? Because you have grown stronger, you have grown wiser. Again, that's that tower, that's this disruption that you have. It allows you to push through, and allows you, whether it's, again, a relationship, however it relates to you, okay? So this isn't a specific like career reading. This is however it relates to you. If it is career, then apply it to that. If it's relationship, apply it to that. If it's something else personally, apply it to that. But it talks about you needing to go through that to help you grow, right? So that you can heal through whatever it is that you're going through, and set goals and desires, and have and be able to move in a more positive direction to have success, right? And I feel like through this you're going to be introduced to people or situations that are going to allow doors to open and bring a broader, have more light, right? Have more positive, successful experiences. Now we have the mental conflict here. Being an air sign, I completely understand. We're going to overanalyze this because why not, right? We're going to overanalyze this because that's just what we do as being an air sign. And that's what that talks about, that mental conflict. It talks about overanalyzing things, right? The inability to move forward, having self-doubt, having fear, not taking action, right? Maybe with the person, maybe with the work situation, how whatever situation that is present in your life at the moment, you've got that mental conflict. But this is a card that reminds you, even though it's a mental conflict card, it reminds you that you have the strength and the ability to get through this. You have the courage and the power to make whatever change, to go through whatever disruption, to see the light, to see this light, to see opportunities, to embark on your success. And that, but being an air sign, we're gonna pick it apart, right? Whenever you decide to act and finally make choices that need to be made, then only then will you see resolution, right? Only then will you be able to move forward. And only then is when you'll have that peace of mind. It's about trusting your intuition. It's about having faith. It's about looking at what's ahead, right? There is something brighter there. There is more success there for you. Wherever you're at, it keeps you in the dark, okay? It keeps you in the dark. But do you see the light around here? This is this light. This is the light saying, hey, this is where you're meant to be. I'm going to break you out of this shadow box, right? I'm going to break you out of this and push you forward so you can move on. And even though you're still afraid, and even though you're still fearful, afraid and fearful are the same, you're conflicted about what choice or decision to make, you will make it. But it's a time of finding that peace within you and clearing that fear and that doubt out of your mind, and go with your intuition. Go with that gut feeling, because in that gut feeling, it is saying, hey, you know what, Libra? This is the way to go. This is the direction that you need to move towards in order for you to have success and peace, in order for you to embark on the path and journey ahead that is meant for you. Okay? Now we have love begins. Look at how beautiful that is, right? That's where the love begins. We break out of this, we see the light, we follow the path, and then we allow the love to begin. Love begins is a cup. It's the Ace of Cups. It's an overflow of joy and happiness and positive feelings, right? This is again, it could signify new love, new opportunities. It doesn't necessarily need to be a relationship love. It could be something that you totally enjoy doing, right? This is something you are devoted to, you're passionate about. It could be an idea. It could be a goal. It could be a new creative endeavor that you might be embarking on. And this would be a perfect time to open yourself up to that. This is the perfect time when this disruption comes to say, I'm going to follow my heart. Whatever is sitting in there, whether it's for a new endeavor, a business, a relationship, a new opportunity, whatever this is, don't let that mental conflict block this blessing of joy that's coming to you, okay? You need to elevate yourself to have a more positive, higher vibration, a more loving energy, because I feel like when past issues are resolved, when you find the resolution to this disruption and you get out of the mental conflict, these new roads are going to lead you towards things that are going to be revealed to you, right? Things that are going to be attainable, things that you thought in this card, things that you thought you are not able to accomplish, you will accomplish here. So I see there's good things happening for you in the month of February. I feel that some of you are just in that stage of over analyzing. Oh no, what am I going to do? Maybe it's a change of jobs, right? Maybe something happens there. Maybe it's a relationship thing that changes. But know that this is going to allow you to bring into something much more better, something you're more passionate about, something more stable, something more successful. And success can mean anything for anybody, right? Success for me is to try and fail or try and win. So either way, I'm still successful because I tried. So what does success mean to you? What are you passionate about? Where is that love, right? Where is it going to begin? Look at how beautiful it flows. There is a path here that you're going to follow, and that path has a lot of peace. It has a lot of contentment. It has a lot of joy in it, okay? So don't let your mind overanalyze situations. Go with it, and you'll be able to see that light that's there, because here the light is there. Spirit wants you to see this light that surrounds you. And if you look here, here's the green, and there it is to this card. Here's that green and that blue, the water, and here it is, right? And Spirit is saying the only way you can get to here is if you move away from this current situation. But don't overthink it, and don't put too much emphasis on it. Focus on the light. Focus on the passion. Focus on what it is that you are wanting the change in. All right, Libra, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Be blessed, and we'll talk soon.